Did you watch the reunion?
Of course.
Then it was just like, oh, this guy sucks.
And you could you could tell so much had happened from wrapping and filming to the reunion. And one thing he said in the reunion that stuck out to me was like, oh, you're just scared how we're going to be edited, or you don't want to be edited a certain way. And I was like, yeah, maybe you were edited in certain ways, but the certain things that you said were clearly coming out of your mouth. So there's not that much that could be redeemed in however you followed up with, I'm not attracted to her, while laughing about it to other people.
Yeah, and he didn't seem to quite grasp it at all, because he told me to suck it on my comments, which I loved. That was great.
Yeah,
He has a new girlfriend, though, apparently.
Okay.
Boy, does he. Yeah.
Is she a tiny blonde he could put on his shoulders for a festival? Yep, there we go. And they're just like that.
Yeah. Well,
that tracks. Yeah.
I am very much team Deepti. I'm obsessed with her. I think she's doing everything right. I saw a TikTok with her and not Nick. Who was the guy who was dating Shayna? Or TikTok with her and Kyle.
Yeah.
And
is that still? Are they just like teasing that for clout, or is there something going on there?
Okay, so it's hard to say. When Shayna and her fiance had this like big opening at his restaurant that they were both seen at together, and so it's unclear because they are castmates, and it would make a lot of sense for them to be attending the same events. But it's also, is there a romantic sense there? There's nothing on the internet.
I was realizing this last night. I think the last Bachelor season I actually watched was your season.
Really?
That was like the last one before I stopped. I wasn't like actively like, now I'm done with The Bachelor, but I was watching a recap, just doing my research, watching a recap of your season, and I was like, oh, I remember this. I consumed this.
What made you fall off?
I went to rehab. That's truly what made me fall off, is I didn't have the ability to keep watching it. And I think after I got back into the real world, I wasn't able to
priorities going on.
Yeah. Maybe that's what was driving me down to my ultimate demise.
How did you end up going to rehab? There wasn't an intervention? Did you?
Sure was.
There was?
Yes.
Did you hear about Pete's new tattoo?
No.
Apparently, he's got a tattoo that says, my girl's a lawyer.
My girl's a lawyer.
He also has... That one
says Skim.
Yeah, we haven't seen I couldn't find any photos of the my girl's a lawyer tattoo. So it makes me wonder, where does he have it?
Pete Davidson's like, you tell me what you think. But at first it was like Pete Davidson was like this enigma. He's a very talented comedian, funny. He's been open about his own kind of mental health struggles and substance abuse struggles, right? And then he's become this like phenomenon where you might not like look at him and first think like heartthrob, but like all these super famous, high-powered women are interested in dating him.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of came across as like this kind of aw shucks, reluctant kind of person. He's just like, I don't know why everyone's dating me, but I feel like Pete Davidson loves the drama as much as anyone, and it's not an accident that he is inserting himself in all, like, you know what I'm saying? It just he doesn't seem like this is no longer some sort of coincidence or something he just kind of finds himself in.
Right.
What do you think?
It is possible that that's kind of like he is making certain moves that will get certain amounts of attention. But I don't know. I don't know his personality. I don't know how he goes about things.
Well, we can't forget that Pete Davidson is the origin of big dick energy.
Right.
Like that, or as I remember it, like it was very much like he was the start of that. So he definitely has, and like with Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian, like both of these relationships have bloomed after they were on SNL. And so I think he clearly has something in person that is like the opposite of the ick.
So we need some help and some mediation with figuring out how we determine and how we compromise on where we want to live long term.
Okay.
So let me give you the backstory now. So me and Patrick met out here on the West Coast. And then after we met, we were dating. And then we ended up moving all the way out to the Midwest for Patrick to go to medical school. So we did 4 years out there. It was very cold. It was very hard for me. It was, it was okay for Patrick. He didn't have that tough of a time. But we were just like, oh man, we got to get out of the Midwest. It's so cold. I ended up saying, okay, here's the deal. If you take me back to California for the next 4 years, I will let you pick anywhere you want to go for after that. So we can move wherever you want to go. And so
for the rest of your life.
For the rest of our lives.
Okay.
So my reasoning here was like, okay, if I can get Patrick to California, he's going to open his eyes and he's going to see how great it is out there. Because also we were on the West Coast, but we weren't in California. So I was like, he's going to see how great it is out there. He's going to change his mind. And
so if I'm hearing you right, Sarah, that was a bit of a lie.